Okay, in case you guys didn't know, I have a taste in anime that is absolute trash. Why people love Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, or Your Line Up Here? I'm into the ones that people tell is trash, like Darling in the Franxx or Guilty Crown. My taste is just different. But there are two anime series that I think we can all agree that it's fucking peak. First is Steins Gate, because honestly, who doesn't love Steins Gate? Secondly is Clannad and Clannad After Story. Initially, I didn't even intend to watch it, simply because it's too old and I was afraid that the art style wouldn't hold me. But after finish it, I really had to rethink that again. So on the occasion of me rewatching Clannad, I thought I should make a video about it to show everyone what a masterpiece it truly is. And since it's a masterpiece, I recommend you watch the anime before watching this video if you don't want to miss out on the masterpiece of your life. Once you're done, remember to come back here. Don't go anywhere. Let's talk about Clannad or Season 1. If you're looking for a slice of life anime that isn't constrained by the cringy tropes, the one that has a joke that will make you pee on your pants, but not cringe, and a deeply story, well, I think this anime is for you. Many people say Clannad Season 1 isn't anything special, and the real hooks appears in Season 2. But that's not entirely true. Season 1 isn't that bad. It still has some beautiful moments and it gave me a lot of emotion while watching it. It's just not intense as Season 2. To be fair, the concept of Season 1 is quite well done. The story is built like an RPG game. You can play as Tomoya and go around helping friends around you. That's the beauty of Season 1. It doesn't just teach you about love, it's also teach you about affections and kind. This is Tomoya. Tomoya is a boy you can call indifferent. He doesn't care much about things in his life. You could say he lives quite selfishly. This is because of his painful past, losing his mother, love, and having the life to his terrible father. Actually, it's not that bad, as you can find out later. But when he met Nagisa, his thought began to change. He stopped being selfish and started helping everyone around him. And right here, the RPG quality of the show begins. There are two concepts we should know. First is the light orb. In the Season 1, light orb are explained as a cluster of energy with emotion that appear whenever someone is happy. If you collect enough light orbs, they will grant you a wish. Light orbs seems like a hard to believe legend in their town where Tomoya lives, but trust me, you will have to believe it later. Next is the illusionary world. This is a confusing concept actually, and I think you should watch anime to understand it better. Simply, this is a place for a person who was dead and they create their own worlds. It connects to different timelines in the main world. At first, I didn't care about this because there's no reason that the author can put these ideas into a slice of life anime. But if you look closely, Season 1 uses many metaphors. Tomoya helping his friends seems like the way of blessing not just everyone, but himself too. Just like the visual novels, you need to collect all the light orbs to open the after story parts. And the story of Season 1 doesn't just revolve around Tomoya, but also many people around him. Each chapter is a story that brings us to a valuable lessons, especially to the first 9 episodes, which almost made me cry a lot actually. Season 1 doesn't just foreshadows a lot for Season 2. It has its own stage. It's the journey of growing up and maturing for Tomoya, Nagisa, and many other friends. By helping everyone, the drama clubs doesn't just become more bonded, they become a family, just like the Tangle family. Okay, now for the second part. I'm sure many people will be like me, thinking that Clannad is just a normal slice of life anime, not something that would get this dramatic. And I bet that the author of Clannad didn't expect this either. If season 1 was the story of Tomoya friends and their journey, then Clannad after story is the journey of maturity for Tomoya and Nagisa. The story focuses on the two of them and their life after graduations. This is when strategy strikes. If you play close intention, like I did, the tragedy hitting this couple is inevitable. Simply because Nagisa was born sickly. She even had to miss 2 school semesters. The disaster hitting her was only a matter of time. However, she wasn't alone. She still had Tomoya. Unlike Nagisa, who is shy but loved the town where she was born, Tomoya is opposite. He's strong, but he has no affections for his town. This is shown when, before Oshio's their child was born, his intent to ask Nagisa to leave this place. The only thing keeping him back was Nagisa. He wanted to stay to care of her. Throughout season 2, we are explained more about the town because the land is no longer living in the school. Here, Tomoya doesn't just struggle for himself, he has to care for a family of 3. The moment of after story is also different from season 1, as it's talk about family love and human hope. When Nagisa passed away, Tomoya once abandoned his tribe and lived a lonely life as a way to punish him. But right here, the town helped him to connect the relationship with his child again. He didn't just run away, he decides to hold on to his tiny silver of hope. His goal remains the same, to help and protect the people. It's just that the subject has changed. But that subject is still as significant as Nagisa. It's Ushio. He decides to leave, build his home, and continue collecting like dogs. However, life is not dream. Tomoya's greatest fears arrive. Oshio contracts to the same illness as her mother. In fact, this illness was even worse. It wasn't a normal disease. It was a punishment. The town wants to send to Tomoya. If Nagisa illness was a punishment for Sane and Aki for not spending time with their child, then Ushio illness was a punishment for Tomoya because he was too cold. He was too cold to his father, not realizing the efforts of the person who raised him for so long. And punishment because he hated town, the place that nurtured him, and because he wished he had never met Nagisa to avoid showing how much pain for her. He should realize that his acts of love toward Nagisa and around him were he should care about more than blaming himself. Tomoya loved his child. That is inevitable. But you could say that his love for Ushio wasn't yet complete, especially since he spent time away from her. But Ushio didn't make distant herself from her father. Unlike the relationship between Tomoya and his dad, Ushio had deep feeling for her father. She saw him as her solid anchor. Even though the father was made mistake, like when Tomoya yelled at her while playing, Ushio didn't leave him. She understood how deep her father's feelings and the things he had to go through. This is also shown when Tomoya decides to fulfill Ushio's small dream of going a trip. For Ushio, being with her father, being hugged by him, and spend time with him was her greatest happiness. The moment she collapsed and said I loved you papa before passing away is the saddest moment in the film. Ushio is the most memorable character of this series. Ushio is a symbol of hope and happiness. She is the one who teach her father about hopes and keep it alive. And right here, the final light bulbs appear. Tomoya could officially make a wish. Initially, he wished he hadn't met Nagisa to avoid this loss and pain, but he had rethink it. The town, the school, and Nagisa taught him about love, caring for things around him. If he hadn't met Nagisa, he would be forever be unfulfilled for the rest of his life. The wish he needed was for everyone around him to be happy. That is the key the town wanted him to know. He decides to wish that he, Nagisa, and everyone around him could continue living in happiness. That wish came true. The town turned his dream into reality. He was brought to the moment that Nagisa near death. This time it was different. Nagisa unexpectedly recovered in a miracle way. Toya and Nagisa were together once more. This time happier. He witnessed his child being born without illness, only love. Honestly, I was quite worried because even I didn't expect the ending of the anime to be like this. Usually in the other similar anime, the outcome isn't very beautiful for the characters. Take Your Lie in April and I Want to Eat Your Pancreas for example. But after considering, I think this ending is much more special because it doesn't expose a harsh truth. It shows hope and dreams to viewer. This ending itself was a miracle and something no other anime can do. There will be people like Tomoya and Nagisa. There will be loss and pain, but we shouldn't abandon them because of it. We still need to love and continue caring for everyone. Life is bitter, but there will be time it's grandeur, dreams, and happiness, no matter how impossible they seem.
まだ歩く I stay alive 今は一人闇をさまようだけ So stay alive 以外の切なさが胸の中消えぬままで
For me, Clannad is one of the best anime slice of life ever. The ending isn't controversial. It still has suffering, but it chooses more meaningful path. It's no surprise that even though it's old, it still rates very highly on the review sites. And I think wherever you are an anime fan or not, you should enjoy this anime once. Because maybe it will teach you something in life. Just don't watch the movie and the third OVA. They are very bad.